Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Provost, head of school from the University of Miami Global Academy. On behalf of UMGA College Preparatory Online Middle and High School, I would like to welcome our students, families, and friends, honored guests, to UMGA's commencement ceremony for the class of 2013. I am delighted to inform you that our graduation is being simulcasted via the internet to allow all of our students from around the globe to be a part of today's important proceedings. At this time, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. William Scott Green. Dr. Green is a professor of religious studies, senior vice provost, and dean of the undergraduate education at the University of Miami. A graduate of Dartmouth College and Brown University, he is a historian of religion with a focus on ancient Judaism and the theory of religion. He was editor of the Journal of the American Academy of Religion from 1984 to 1994. Associate editor of HarperCollins Dictionary of Religion, and co-editor of the Encyclopedia of Judaism. From 1994 to 2006, he was educational director for archaeological excavations in Northern Israel and Arezzo, Italy. At UM, among other projects, Dr. Green has helped to develop the PRISM program and expanded the Foot Fellows program to allow all 9 undergraduate schools. He has led the development of new international study programs in Prague, Israel, Rome, India, China, and South Africa. He instituted the Office of Academic Enhancement, co-founded the Launchpad, and implemented the university's Office of Civic and Community Engagement. Outside the university, Dr. Green served as a member and then as a chair of the Calvin Foundation panel. That panel was an entrepreneurship curriculum in higher education, and he was senior program consultant for the Calvin Campuses Initiative, a program to extend entrepreneurship education throughout the University of Miami at 18 colleges and universities throughout the United States. He has participated in U.S. Department of Commerce panels on entrepreneurship education in Peru, Denmark, India, Brazil, Russia, and China. He has held fellowships from the National Endowment of the Humanities, the American Council of Learned Societies, and the Andrew Mellon Foundation. What's more, the University of Rochester awarded him the George Eastman Medal. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Dr. William Scott Green.
Studying beings who have the capacity to be at more than one place at the same time. I'm now getting to be one of those because in an online high school, it's one of the few chances one has to actually address the cosmos, as it will. So I'm here and I'm somewhere else, and people are somewhere else, and they are here. And the whole enterprise today gives us a chance to rethink the nature of human community and the way in which we're all connected to one another. So I'm delighted to join you for this celebration, and to tell you that the Global Academy is a real jewel in the crown of the University of Miami. We're very proud of it, and we're very proud of you. So let me begin by offering more congratulations to all the graduates, those of you who are here, those of you who are elsewhere, and to your families. What we're celebrating today is not only what you learn, which is consequential, but more important, how you learn. In the final analysis, all of learning is an act of freedom. All of learning is an exercise of free will. People may acquire habits by accident, but we don't learn to think by accident. And if there's any institution that demonstrates the correctness of the notion that learning is an act of will, it's an online high school. Because what you did on your own because you wanted to. With the help of the school, with the help of your teachers. But this was your persisting act of will that made this learning possible. And that's a distinctly human trait, and it's something that we should really celebrate. In the final analysis, human beings learn because we're interested, because we're curious, because we're disciplined, because we're focused, and because we're diligent. All those things describe the graduates of this school. So your diploma today doesn't come to you by accident. In the fullest sense of the word, by dint of will and by force of self-discipline. You earned it, every bit of it. So if we look at it that way, then this commencement represents what the scholar Arthur Brooks of the American Enterprise Institute calls earned success. Earned success. It's a great term. Earned success means, he says, defining your future as you see fit and achieving that success on the basis of merit and hard work. Defining your future as you see fit and achieving that success on the basis of merit and hard work. Earned success, Dr. Brooks says, allows you to measure your life's profit however you want it to be it in money, be it in making beautiful music, or helping people learn English. Earned success. I think if there's a term that captures what the Global Academy represents, it's that term. You've been successful, and you've earned it, and you've earned it on your own, and you've earned it on your own terms. So this is an intensely personal exercise, an intensely personal achievement. Earned success is an American ideal. Doesn't matter where you came from, it doesn't matter who your family is, your success is what you earn. Earned success is an American ideal, and the graduates of the Global Academy have lived it to its fullest. So all of us here, or your teachers, the head of school, your principal, Dean Fox, I rejoice in what you've achieved. Your education is very precious. People will give you all kinds of reasons for explaining why you should become educated. But in the end, in final analysis, education serves two fundamental purposes. The first is to demystify the world, and the second is to de-victimize life. We study and we learn so that we can understand how the world works, and so that we can understand how we work. We study and we learn so that we don't have to be afraid of nature. And we study and we learn so that we don't have to be afraid of one another, and so we don't have to be afraid of ourselves. If you simply read the headlines of today's newspapers and pay attention to scientific discoveries, issues of global warming, issues of international conflict, you'll understand how essential education is. This is part of the reason, by the way, that community involvement and service are part of your education. Not everything one learns, and not all applicable learning comes from books. It also comes from experience. So the mixture of learning from books and learning from texts and learning from helping to make communities better is part of the Global Academy's vision for your education. Education is humanity's primary enabler. Just think of all the things we couldn't do if it were not for education. Or think of all the things education made possible, from every fundamental scientific discovery to healthcare, to space travel, to understanding beauty, to understanding history, to understanding culture, to understanding your emotions and your feelings and your passions, why you get angry, why you get happy. By making ourselves and the world increasingly comprehensible, education establishes a foundation for human growth and for human progress in a way that nothing else does. Simply put, without education, we would walk into walls and we would fall off cliffs. Without education, we human beings would be perpetually mystified, uncomprehending, and probably mean. In a world in which there are forces that work against education, forces that want us not to make sense of one another, forces that want to impose a particular kind of life or a particular way of thinking on us. The stakes in education become increasingly high. In a literal and a concrete sense, our future as a species depends on education. This means that we depend on you, on each new generation of learners, to improve the world that they will inherit. Because at the base, education is not a product, but a process, a practice, a way of knowing, a way of thinking, a way of judging. Educated people are supposed to know something about themselves, about how they know, and about how they know what they know. Education, and only education, enables us to do the right thing twice in a row on purpose. And that's what's at stake in what you've achieved today in your commencement from the Global Academy. We know how hard you work, we know what you've achieved, and we believe you're ready for the next step. So when you do that next step, whatever it is, take yourself seriously, don't let people push you around, work hard, use your learning, and believe in yourselves. Good luck, and God bless you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. At this time, I'd like to introduce our student speaker for this afternoon. Those of you who were here yesterday shared in the great joy of her earning the Head of School Award. So please welcome Nicole Monteleone as she shares her student address. Good afternoon, Dr. Wilson, Mrs. Delgado, faculty, staff, family, friends, and my fellow UMGA graduates. It is an honor to be speaking before you today. As we gather together, we celebrate a unique duo of achievements. Not only do we recognize the academic success of our graduating class, but at the same time, we acknowledge our willingness to take risks and follow our dreams. As Robert F. Kennedy once said, only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. Each of us here today has boldly stepped away from the comfort of a traditional high school setting in order to attend an online academy. Many of us have dedicated hours upon hours of time towards an athletic or artistic passion, while simultaneously devoting time towards pursuing academic success. For this, classmates, we should be proud. UMGA has provided us with an encouraging yet highly independent environment, with caring teachers who have helped us to grow. From our experience, we have attained the ability to be resourceful, as well as to grasp a comprehensive understanding of hard work and dedication. And as my Mima would say, we have developed a new awareness of the world around us. Many of us may feel a bit overwhelmed to think about returning to a traditional brick-and-mortar school after being in such an individualized and self-sufficient learning environment. However, we must recall all that we have accomplished and how much we have grown. Perhaps some of us feel burdened by the unknown future ahead. However, we should not be disheartened. We will discover the path we were meant to follow as we continue to positively seek new and exciting opportunities. Maybe our goals have changed, and we no longer know what we wish to pursue. Maybe the activity that we have devoted all our time and efforts to is no longer our sought-after ambition. If this is the case, we must set aside all worry, regret, and doubt, and be encouraged by the fact that we are one step closer to figuring out our true passion. Personally, I've experienced all of these mentioned emotions. My journey at UMGA began last August with a dream to play competitive college-level tennis. I made a last-minute decision to move to Florida to train at a tennis academy, literally days before I was to begin my senior year at West Point Christian High School in New Jersey. This move prompted me to enter into UMGA's full-time program. I scrambled to get in my application so I could begin my courses as quickly as possible. Online learning was certainly a new experience for me, but I quickly became immersed and adjusted. Soon though, I was scrambling again, this time to submit college applications, a very time-consuming process. Then, I found myself scrambling, yet again, to finish my first semester of senior year. All of this was while balancing a minimum of 5 hours of tennis training a day. This constant hustle continued throughout the entire year, something that might sound familiar to many of you. Many times I would, because of all the rushing and stress, doubt my choice to pursue my dream and wonder if I had made the wrong decision. I would question whether or not I still possessed the same enthusiasm for a sport that I loved so much. I would worry about the amount of time I devoted to the college process and ask myself, did I search hard enough? And if not, how will I really end up at the right college? I would finally wonder, what would this year have been like if I had just stayed home? Well, things definitely would have been a lot more boring, that's for sure. However, if I had not pushed myself to take this risk, I would not have learned as much about myself as I have. I have discovered numerous strengths and weaknesses, likes and dislikes. I have formed meaningful relationships with peers, family, teachers, and coaches. I have obtained a great amount of independence and self-confidence in my abilities, and have become more flexible, being able to adapt to any circumstance. Finally, I ended up choosing Clemson University as the college I will be attending in the fall, where I may even have the chance to practice with their Division I varsity tennis team, an opportunity I never could have predicted. Perhaps your situation is similar to mine, or maybe it is quite different. Either way, we all share the common factor that we have faced and learned from life's challenges. No matter where life takes us, we will always have the confidence that we can persevere through the struggles and emerge successful. And the difficulties we face do not mean that we have failed. Rather, they simply mean that we have taken a risk and gained something from the experience. So, let's not ever doubt our decisions or feel that we cannot accomplish anything we put our minds to. Regardless of the road ahead, we should be confident in our ability to achieve greatness. As NFL quarterback Tim Tebow once said, along the way, there are going to be a lot of obstacles, a lot of adversity, a lot of people who tell you you're not good enough. I'm here to tell you that you are. Congratulations, class of 2013. I am blessed to be a part of a class that I know is ready to succeed in every experience that lies ahead.
Okay, before we move into the second part of our graduation ceremony, I would like to pause for a moment. The Marine and me will not allow myself to continue unless we can stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. So at this time, I want to call Yasmin Santos to the front. Yasmin?
We can do it together. Come on, we'll do it together, Yasmin.
Okay, at this time, we have a student film we want to present to you. Duncan Shades.
I'm Yasmin Zantos. I'm a senior from Australia.
My name is Nicole Monteleone. I'm from New Jersey.
Hi, my name is Nick Reyes, and I'm an aspiring track professional.
Hi, my name is Dean Duran. I go to UMGA as a senior, graduating in class of 2013.
And I've been living in Bradenton, Florida, pursuing my tennis career.
I go to Energy Academy, and that's where I play tennis.
I train for tennis 5 days a week.
I think I've done since I was a very kid, and I love doing it, so, trying to make it to the big leagues one day.
I came to the University of Miami Royal Academy so that I could continue traveling and playing tennis tournaments while keeping up my schooling.
I chose UMGA because I know that it's a great academic program and it allowed me to train for a sport I love.
Senior year, I wanted to travel more, and UMGA allowed me to do that.
The reason I chose UMGA was because I thought that was the best program in terms of allowing me to play tennis and travel all over the world while being a very rigorous school as far as education. So
It fit my schedule perfectly, so that's why I chose it to do it full time senior year.
The most important value in my life would be my family. They are the ones that have always been there for me and the ones that will always be by my side no matter what. I could not have become the person I am today and pursued all these amazing opportunities without their help and support. Family comes first.
The person that has been most influential in my decision to excel this far is my 11th grade, was my 11th grade teacher who taught AP language, Mr. Bell. For the most part of high school, I didn't really like English, and he pushed me to work on it. And at the end of the junior year, I thought writing English was something I really liked and wanted to excel in. And he showed that to me through his dedication.
The subject that's benefited me the most has been the Bible class that I took at my Christian school. It was a great subject, and I just got a chance to learn a lot more about my faith and my relationship with Jesus Christ.
my AP history classes really resemble what college is like, so I think that's best prepared me for the next 4 years of my life.
I'm most proud of my willingness to take the risk to move to Florida and train for tennis. It's been an experience that I really enjoyed and learned a lot.
My senior year would be the year I'm most proud of because the way I went about, my studies was much better than past years. I felt more disciplined. I felt very accomplished.
Looking back, I'm proud that I kept up my schooling and worked hard to maintain good grades, keeping my doors of opportunity wide open. There were many times when I just wanted to put all my time and effort into tennis, but luckily I listened to my mom and kept up my schooling. Otherwise, even though it proved extremely challenging at times, I wouldn't have had this amazing opportunity to play for a Division I college tennis team.
After I graduated high school, I'm going to go on to Temple University on a tennis scholarship and play for the team. After college, I hope to go to medical school in the U.S.
After high school, I was to go to school at Penn State University, and while I'm at Penn State, I'll be studying economics.
I plan to pursue an undergraduate degree in finance at Clemson University and a postgraduate degree in law.
My plans after high school are to go and kick some butt on my university's tennis team. I hope to continue improving my tennis while studying as a student athlete up at UMGA. Right now, I believe I would like to earn a bachelor's degree and then go to school and earn a master's, but I don't know what the future holds. Hopefully, I can step up my tennis game and even try to play the pro circuit, because it was always my dream.
No matter where I go,
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 I will
life. It almost brings a tear to my eye. Actually, it does, and I just gotta store it in because I'm in school. Okay, but it means a lot to me to see all of you and what you've done to get to this point. And I know that you're going to be nothing but great things in my head. Let me start by saying that I am extremely proud of our graduates, past and present. Our graduates have honed their skills as critical thinkers, pursued their passions, and truly learned what it means to be responsible global citizens. They embody the very essence of the Global Academy mission triangle: learn, live, give. Let's examine each portion of the triangle. Global Academy graduates learn about subject matter and equally important themselves. They learn to critically analyze the knowledge they acquire and learn that self-determination and perseverance can overcome obstacles. Our world needs more scholars like you. Nelson Mandela, anti-apartheid activist, Nobel Peace Prize winner, and former president of South Africa, once posited, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Our graduates exemplify what it means to live a full life. Many have competed at the highest levels of sport, facing fears head-on to excel in numerous competitions. In describing courage, Hungarian journalist and novelist Arthur Kessler once wrote, "Courage is never to let your actions be influenced by your fears." Over the last year, UMGA graduates have given back to their communities through volunteering and service-learning projects. These included projects such as adopting U.S. soldiers, letter writing campaigns to provide encouragement and support to sick children, participating in food drives, volunteering at local churches, and the care and physical recovery of animals. On the impact of giving back to one's community, renowned educator and civil rights activist Dorothy Height once posited that without community service, we would not have a strong quality of life. It's important to the person who serves as well as the recipient. It's the way in which we ourselves grow and develop. Education has been commonly practiced during the last second century is changing. Over the last decade, more discussion has occurred regarding the education delivery than at any other time in our nation's history. What's exciting is that this discussion has been followed by actions. Actions that have led to more educational choices for students and their families. Equally compelling is that even the most traditional brick-and-mortar learning institutions are embracing education technology. And they look to schools like the Global Academy as proof positive that the highest learning standards can remain intact if the precise apportionment of technology is applied. As a head of school, I'm often asked, do students really learn in an environment where they do not need discipline at the same time and go through course materials at the same pace? My answer is a resounding yes, they do. At the Global Academy, they're not bound by the confines of the building, which allows us to expand learning beyond the classroom. What's more, our students learn at their own pace and are able to absorb and synthesize more information. Moreover, the definition of a school has little to do with buildings, lockers, and a cafeteria. At its core, a high-performing college preparatory school resides in the heart, mind, and soul of its educators and students that become bonded in a timeless ritual of intellectual discovery, knowledge sharing, and subject matter mastery. The Global Academy is global, and our students come from around the world. This year's graduates are from Australia, Japan, South Africa, Switzerland, and throughout the United States. The education received at UMGA allows students to draw linkages between classroom instruction and real-world experiences. This is one of the reasons our students are highly active in service learning projects, because intellect on its own is insufficient. Intellect should be paired with positive action with the goal of contributing to our world society. Each graduate has worked diligently to excel in his or her studies while balancing lifelong pursuits in performing arts, sports, and epistemology. As the class of 2013, your futures look brighter than ever, with acceptances to many colleges and universities around the country. This year's graduates have elected to attend Clemson, Emory, Florida Atlantic, Harvard, Northern Kentucky, Penn State, and Temple universities, and will begin their studies in the fall. As I conclude my address, I leave our graduates with this thought from poet, playwright, and statesman Victor Hugo. There is nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. Use the education you've amassed at UMGA to continue to refine your soul and refine your mind. And remember, education is like a bottomless well. No matter how frequently you draw from it, it will never run dry. Let the University of Miami Global Academy serve as the beginning of your bright academic future and turn your dreams into reality. Congratulations, class of 2013. At this time, we will begin the presenting of the diplomas. Ms. Delgado, principal.
All right, everyone, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And graduates, when I call your name, please come up and receive your diploma from Dr. Wilson. Let's get started first with Nicole Monteleone. Congratulations, Nicole. Nicholas Reyes. Jasmine Santos. And now we're going to conduct the switching of the tassels. So graduates, if you could please rise. Graduates, as you turn your tassel from right to left, may it also symbolize your transition into a new journey in your life. Like the final chapter of a great novel, you have just completed an amazing adventure filled with successes as well as challenges. But now you're about to embark on a new expedition, a new adventure, and this one is authored by you. How will you write your novel? Remember that from this moment forward, you determine your path, you determine your adventure. When you switch your tassel from right to left, you move from student to graduate and begin your new journey towards greatness. Graduates, let's go ahead and move our tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2013.
Isn't it one more graduate? I thought we had. Oh, there he is. Sebastian.
Sebastian will be available after the proceedings if you want to take pictures, graduates. You might want to. I think it'd be a great your keepsake for your books. Okay? Sebastian, you sit around just a little while longer. Great. Thank you. Take care. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to today's commencement. I'd like to present to you once again the class of 2013. We will have refreshments immediately following the procession, and if you'll pull your cameras out, our graduates are about to come your way. So graduates, let's begin.